Good morning, everybody, man. Hope you guys did awesome in NBA last night. I came close again. I messed up, man. I needed Kent Bazemore. I had him in all my other lineups, but the one lineup that I needed him the most in, I switched him up and I put Anderson just to mix it up. And sure enough, that's the one that got me in 200th place. So, lesson learned: stick to your gut. But anyways, man, we got a crazy 12-game slate today. This is one of the biggest slates in NBA we've had in a while. So let's get right into it, man. Let's not waste any time. But if you're new to this channel, smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and be active with us as well. So you don't want to miss out on all this fire content that we're going to keep releasing here. And you don't want to miss out on this awesome community that everybody's super active. And you already know, man, if you're part of this already, just keep rocking with us. Hit that like button and be active, man. Let's get some more activity going, man. I want to hear what everybody got to think about today's games because it's a big slate. So let's definitely get it going here. So at point guard here, my first favorite point guard here, if Jimmy Butler's out, and we know what Embiid's out already, I'm going right back to Ben Simmons in this matchup against Atlanta. 9-8 price tag. I think this is going to be a solid game again. It's going to be in Atlanta. I'm going to want to target this one as well. So I really like Simmons in this spot. Another point guard that I absolutely really like here is Kemba Walker going against New Orleans here at 9,000 price tag. This should be definitely a fast-paced game for sure. And we know Kemba, man, he can fill it up in a heartbeat here. And he's trying to close the season out on a strong note. And I think they still got a chance to make the playoffs, but they need to keep winning. So Kemba, man, going against New Orleans, I love that game as well. Definitely some solid matchup, some solid value there. Another guy that I absolutely love here is Chris Paul going against his former team, the Clippers, in LA as well. 8-1 price tag. I absolutely love Paul for that price tag and for the game that this is going to be and the atmosphere and everything, him going back to the Clippers. I mean, this is just going to be a solid game here. I just really cannot wait to actually watch this game because there's always turmoil here. But I love Paul against the Clippers. I think it's a great matchup for him. My all or nothing play here at point guard, though, guys. We're going to have to go down here. It's going to be Shaq Harrison again for the Bulls going against Washington. I just love Harrison's usage rate, man. This guy's just super involved with the Bulls. The price tag's still only 6 on a roster at times. Guys who just hustle their ass off. That can get you those other stats. So I love Harrison here. Great price tag for sure. Let's jump over to shooting guard, guys. So at the top here, James Harden, man, obviously, a great play as well. 12-4 price tag. But I'd rather go to Paul in this matchup. I think Paul's going to just have a better game here. Even though Harden's in MVP mode right now, I'll probably still roster him in a couple lineups. But I think Paul's just going to go harder, and they're going to just let him, annihilate the Clippers because they know that's his former team. So Harden, great play, but I think we can find value somewhere else here. Like I love Devin Booker as well going against Utah. He just lit them up, and now he's going to be at home. So it should be another solid matchup there for him as well. Bradley Beal going against the weak Chicago Bulls. If he doesn't see any minutes restriction here, man, this guy's going to play well here and definitely put up about 50 on the Bulls. I could see that happening easily. But again, I could easily see them resting him as well for some of the game. That they're not going to need him as much, I don't think. So I could also look to play, that they're not going to need him as much, I don't think. So I could also look to play, some of the other guys on Washington for sure. Another guy I absolutely love here is Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell going against Phoenix as well. Last time he played great too, and I think this is going to be a solid matchup. They're going to need him. 9-6 price tag, man. He's just been balling lately as well. So I love D. Mitch here. Going to want to have to roster him for sure. And I love D. Mitch here. Going to want to have to roster him for sure. Another guy that I absolutely love here at shooting guard is going to be Lou Williams going against Houston. We know what Lou Williams is capable of. This guy's probably going to be sixth man of the year. 7-2 price tag. He's going to come off the bench and should just light it up, against Houston's. He's going to come off the bench and should just light it up, against Houston's. Houston got a terrible bench, man. And so Lou Williams should definitely be able to take advantage of that. So I really love Lou here. One of my favorite plays. My all or nothing play here, though, guys, is going to be my boy Evan Fournier for Orlando going against New York. Is going to be my boy Evan Fournier for Orlando going against New York. I really like this game as well. Two bad teams going at it, especially Orlando. But Orlando's obviously a lot better than New York. But Orlando, at home plays very well. But I could easily see Fournier having a very solid game here at 5-6 price tag. Cannot easily see Fournier having a very solid game here at 5'6" price tag. Cannot beat that for a guy that can get you 35 plus. So I definitely love Fournier in this matchup. Gonna want to have some exposure to him as well. Let's jump over to small forward. So Kawhi Leonard versus Brooklyn. Definitely a solid play here. I really do like that matchup. I'm going to have some exposure to him as well. But if we're talking about some value guys, I really like Gallinari and Bogdanovich for Indiana. Both these guys are very solid plays. I really like Gallinari and Bogdanovich for Indiana. Both these guys are very solid plays and very similar in price tag. Bogdanovich is slightly cheaper, and with no Collison and the injuries that are plaguing the Pacers right now, Bogdanovich to me just has to carry a lot more of the load. So I'd rather just kind of plug him in. But Gallinari to me just has to carry a lot more of the load. So I'd rather just kind of plug him in. But Gallinari's in a great spot as well. But Bogdanovich, I definitely love him in this spot. Another small forward I absolutely love today is going to be Jabari going against his former team, the Bulls. Every time he plays this guy, he's just been killing the Bulls, man. And at a 6'7" price tag, it is climbing up there. But we know what this guy's capable of doing. He just puts up monster games when he's given the chance here. So I love Jabari going against Chicago. Solid matchup today for sure for him. As I love the other guys on Washington besides Beal. So Parker, I'm going to be all over that as well. Another guy I think is in a great spot tonight is J.J. Redick for Philly going against Atlanta here. 5'8" price tag. We already know there's going to be no Embiid. Butler didn't go through shoot around, so he's pretty much not going to play tonight as well. So this should bode well for Philadelphia. And it was a close game with them in Atlanta last time, so I expect the same again today. So Redick, man, and this team gives up a lot of three-point attempts here, and Redick's, man, and this team gives up a lot of three-point attempts here, and Redick's a three-point shooter. So I really do like him in this spot. I think it's just a very good matchup here. My all or nothing play here, though, guys, is going to be Knox for New York going against Orlando here. I think Knox is in a great spot, man. Really came into his own against the Bulls. So I'm looking for him to continue this nice little hot streak here against Orlando. 5'3" price tag is not bad for a guy that's playing over 30 minutes a game. And this should be definitely a good fast-paced game here, too. So I love Knox here. Good all or nothing play. Fast-paced game here, too. So I love Knox here. Good all or nothing play. Let's jump over to power forward, guys. So my favorite power forward so far here is going to be Randle, man, for New Orleans going against Charlotte. Like I said, I like this game a lot. Randle, 8.5 price tag. Price has dropped a little bit with this guy, but we know what he's capable of doing here. And there's nobody on Charlotte that's going to be able to handle this guy down low. So Randle, for me, is a for sure lock tonight. Really do love him in this spot. Another guy that I really like at power forward is going to be Tobias Harris Another guy that I really like at power forward is going to be Tobias Harris going against Atlanta. They're going to need Harris to step up a lot more with the scoring, which he's been okay doing lately. But at a 7.5 price tag, I can definitely see myself rostering him and Simmons together. I don't mind that. When guys are out, you really want to go to the second, third. I don't mind that. When guys are out, you really want to go to the second, third best players here because they're going to step up. And Tobias Harris, man, he's been balling too lately. So I really do love him in this spot. So I'm going to have some exposure to him as well. Another power forward that I think is in a great matchup here is going to be Siakam for Toronto going against Brooklyn. I think is in a great matchup here. It's going to be Siakam for Toronto going against Brooklyn. We know Brooklyn struggles against really athletic front court players, and that's what Siakam is, man. This guy can shoot threes, get to the rim, he'll dunk on you. He's very agile, gets a lot of steals, plays defense. So he's going to be a problem for Brooklyn tonight. So I really love Siakam, plays defense. So he's going to be a problem for Brooklyn tonight. So I really love Siakam here. Going to be all over that play as well. I think Brooklyn's going to struggle mightily against this guy tonight. But nonetheless, lock him in. Great play. Another guy at power forward I think is a fantastic matchup here is Aaron Gordon for Orlando going against New York. Is a fantastic matchup here is Aaron Gordon for Orlando going against New York. Gordon has been, kind of a no-show lately. 7,100 price tag is, so-so for this guy. But we haven't really been talking about Gordon too much. We kind of just been falling off the Orlando bandwagon all in general. But in this matchup, like I've stated several off the Orlando bandwagon all in general. But in this matchup, like I've stated several times, man, I love this matchup, Orlando and New York. I fully expect Orlando to win, but I don't expect them to blow them out. And I love Aaron Gordon in this matchup, and he's just going to have a mismatch all day long at the power forward position. So I'm going to lock in AG for sure. A mismatch all day long at the power forward position. So I'm going to lock in AG for sure today. I think it's just a great spot here. My all or nothing play here. I know I was talking shit about this guy last time, but I'm rocking with him, man. Charlie Wood, man, I'm rocking with him. If Anthony Davis is out and everybody's missing here, Wood becomes an instant lock here. If Anthony Davis is out and everybody's missing here, Wood becomes an instant lock here. This guy here, Wood becomes an instant lock here. This guy that can actually show that he can play some solid basketball. Only thing I don't like is that 6 price tag is way too high for me. When I can grab a guy like Tatum or even Bobby Portis, I really love tonight. But again, Charlie Wood is balling. He's putting up monster games, so you kind of want to put him maybe in 1 or 2 lineups. But I don't think you should stress too much on him as well. Because I really love Bobby Portis here going against the Bulls. And he's a lot cheaper, 6'2" price tag. And him and Jabari, man, I mean, you could plug both of them in. They're going to kill their former team today. They simply always do. Every time these guys play the Bulls, man, they just destroy them. So I love Portis tonight. But my all or nothing play here, guys, Josh Jackson for Phoenix going against Utah. His usage rate is going to skyrocket. You see he just went for 50. Now the price tag went to 6,000, which is still not bad for his upside. And I really love him in this matchup. Phoenix is going to need him a lot today, to even stay close with Utah. So I love Jackson in this spot. Definitely a lock for me as well. Let's jump over to center, last position, guys. Let me get that going. So Embiid, like I said, we know he's out. Karl Anthony Towns is an easy lock, man, going against Dallas. We know Dallas struggles a lot against bigs here. So obviously I expect Towns to have a huge game today. Finally, he's down under 11,000, which is huge. So a 10-8 price tag is not bad for this guy. I'm going to want to lock him in as well. Another guy here is that if Blake Griffin doesn't play, obviously Andre Drummond becomes a great spot here. But if Blake Griffin plays, I don't like that price tag for Drummond here going against Turner when I'd rather just go down and grab Turner. But again, Drummond, great play as well. Another guy that's in a very solid matchup here today is Jokic and Gobert. I love them both today. The price tag is the exact same, so it's pretty much pick your poison, but they're both in great spots. I'd rather, if I had to choose, I'd probably just go Jokic because they're coming off of a bad loss yesterday, so they're going to want to bounce back. And on top of that, man, they are at home, and I'd rather play a guy at home than on the road. So I'd definitely rather just go Jokic here. But Vujacic here, man, under 10K for Orlando, I think is an absolute steal going against a terrible New York defense team. But him and Mitchell Robinson, man, they're exactly the same price. And we know Mitchell Robinson, I think, has a little more upside in the block category area. But there's a lot of good centers up on the top, man. I mean, but if you really want to look for some value here, I mean, you could easily go to Memphis because, if Joakim Noah, let's see if he's playing or not. If Noah's playing, you want to plug him in because there's going to be no Valanciunas. But Ivan Rabb's going to be a huge addition today. Rashard Holmes is going to be a huge addition today because Ayton's out as well. So there's some value here on the slate that we could definitely find, at the power forward position to cover for these centers so that we could even upgrade and grab one of these top guys. But my all or nothing play here at center, guys, I'm going back to Canner today, going against Memphis. He finally had a nice game here. 6'9" price tag's not bad at all. Because with no Valanciunas, man, Kansas should just dominate down low even more. So I'm going to be all over that as well. I think another couple solid plays here, guys. I know Alex Lynn is in a nice spot here, too, with Dedmon being done for the year. You definitely don't want to pass up on him. But, nonetheless, man, there's just a lot of good plays here at center. But I think I could, if I'm not paying high, you want to stay kind of in the mid-range here. But that will do it, guys. Keep me updated on what you guys think about this slate, as I love hearing everybody's thoughts and how you guys are doing as well. So let's keep rocking, man, and let's get this NBA tonight ready to go, as I'm ready to make some lineups and ready to get it going. So hit me up, man, and let's do it together.